Hello and welcome to The Hero Spouse. I'm Kendra Ruth, here to answer one of your questions about marriage and midlife crisis. Today we have an anonymous female left behind and forward-moving spouse with a bomb drop of June 22nd, 2022 and a date of marriage of 1995. She has an at-home MLCer who is a low-energy wallower. She says, my MLCer has seemed happier lately. He's been active with household projects and whistling. He has initiated more activities with the family. He seems less angry, but he still seems hollow. He's been a tiny bit more affectionate to me, and he's asked me on a few dinners. He even went to church with me recently. He says the alienator and he are no longer together, but he still travels 2 weeks a month with her. That's a work thing. I've been mostly detached and doing a lot of my own things for quite a while. I inform him of my activities and I invite him out, but accept his decline. I inform him of my activities and invite him, but expect him to decline. Got it. I almost prefer that now. I get it. I understand that. Because I don't have to worry about him or how I act or how he acts when he's around. Yeah. But my question, how do I proceed with him and his new small engagements towards me? Do I stay detached and impartial? I don't want him to feel rejected. I heard, let the MLCer lead in the conversations and physical intimacy. Is this still your advice? I want to be myself and be honest with him, but he can't handle emotional, real conversations. Okay, first, I'm really glad that it's going better. Okay, so I do still agree with how you're feeling. I understand that. The caution. Cautiously optimistic, right? Because he's very slow and low energy wallowers are. I also want you to get to a point where you are going to ask him questions about, now I know I say we're careful about questions, right? But we still need to ask them. And when he is dismissive, rejecting, monstering, you know he's not ready. Okay, and then you back off. And if you do ask him a question, and I'm talking about something emotional or counseling, hey, do you think we could do something like that? Always start with something reassuring and end with something reassuring when you're going to ask something difficult in the middle. So, the sandwich. Or something praising. Not so obvious that they're like, what are you up to? But something. And you're doing this for us. But I'm cautious on your optimism, just like you are. I understand why you are, I'm expecting his decline and I kind of like it that he does. But you're feeling you should offer an invitation to him. That makes sense. And it's good. And yes, you should stay detached because detachment is still a way we should be. We need to be detached in life because detachment and attachment aren't opposites. If you're detached, it doesn't mean you aren't attached because there's a level of detachment and a level of attachment. And so you're going to have healthy amounts of each so that you are healthily attached and healthily detached, so that your emotions are regulated, and they are regulated by you, not by him. They are created by you. They are controlled by you. He doesn't control them. That means if he is in a mood, your emotions are still yours. You're not going to get mad because he's in a mood. You're not going to get sad because he's in a mood. You're going to feel empathy if he's in a mood. You might feel something, but you're not going to become dysregulated. You can feel an emotion based on his mood, but it's not going to be out of control. That's the key. Now, you can feel sad with his sadness. It's just not going to cause you depression. You can feel angry when he's angry too. It's just not going to be rage. You can feel things. It's just not, he's not causing them. But he can help you feel something because maybe it's right to feel those things. And that's some of the difference. When we are attached, that person can help create your emotions. They're in control of regulating them. They can get you really riled up. They can escalate you into an argument. They can push your buttons. Not now. So, yes, you stay detached because of that, but you're still inviting. And yes, invite him to do things while also letting him lead in conversations, lead in physical intimacy. But what can you do to steer him there? Can you touch his shoulder gently? Can you offer a soft massage or just a gentle pat that is gentle and a soft massage? It's an innocent touch, not a scary one. But does he like that? It's meant to be comforting, reassuring, a pat, a touch, a hair tassel. So these are reassuring things like, hey, I'm right here. Or it looks like you're tired. And often those are the social barriers that spouses can cross, parents can cross, but you don't cross them with certain levels of acquaintances because that's where our social barriers are. Okay? But it doesn't have to be sexual intimacy. And if he's like, oh, wait, hey, I was getting too, I didn't ask for that, because he thinks you're getting sexually intimate and he doesn't want that. You can say, it's okay. You look tired. I thought you needed a massage. I thought you looked tight in your neck. Reassure him. But maybe he's not like that anyway. So what your husband likes and what he needs and what he's accepting of, what makes him comfortable, in other words, and what doesn't, or what you can help make, what might help him to be comfortable. Because I am still wary for you also, in that he's still feeling hollow. And what can we do to help him? He's seeming happier. He's whistling. And sometimes I wonder when they come home happy. Why are they coming home so happy? From work, say. If something happened at work, and then they're not telling us, especially if they don't include us in it, maybe I'm suspicious. Or maybe they're happier. And since he's still hollow, I'm not suspicious. But he's still not including you. And you know that. So I like the improvements. And I understand how you're like, I like it, but we're moving slowly. And so that's a good thing. And when I first read this, I was like, yes, I'm excited. But I want to hold that back. I want to hold it back. Because there's been a lot of those trips that he was taking and that alienator always being on them. And she's still there on those trips. And because they're work trips, you weren't able to stop them. And he doesn't seem willing to change that. Doesn't seem willing to go to a boss or a supervisor and say, I need to switch. And I get that. That's really hard to do, especially if you'd have to say why. And so she's there. And I get it. So at some point, there's going to have to be the hard talk of therapy. And are you in therapy now? Do you have a therapist that is willing to expand to see both of you? Does he know that? Whether he's ready or not. And does he know that he's welcome? And that at some point, you're going to need to come with me if we're really going to make this work. We're here now working through this, but because does he even know we're working through something? because I don't want him to get complacent in that. That's the hard part. That's the challenge with a low energy avoider, wallowing avoider. And that's what we have to work through, is figuring how to approach their avoidance. I'm still working on a key for that. Stay tuned. I haven't got it yet. And we got to figure that out. Okay. So yeah, you do stay detached. You do let him initiate. See where you can just bring him in slowly. And when you're doing it this way, you're not using it verbal. It's other ways of communicating. Communicating reassurance. Communicating comfort. Okay? I like where you're at right now. Just be slow. He went to church with you. That's good. Okay? He let you know that the alienator, that he's not seeing her. Okay? That's good. Okay. So, take it slow. Keep working on that detachment. Keep working on that time for yourself. And when he declines you, or you're going out and you go out on your own, just keep working on your mindfulness with that, okay? And if he does go with you, rejoice that you get to spend some time together, okay? And I hope this helps. I hope it helps everybody.